to Nirmal Bank, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hilal Dadia. We have with us Ria Singh, Senior Analyst Currencies, joining in. Ria, welcome to the show. Ria, my first question coming to you is, overall, if you see in terms of the dollar index as well and post the US inflation data that has come in, what's the sense that you pick up?
For the US inflation data, we have already seen in the past, numbers as far as the inflation trend is concerned, that it has peaked out. And even today, we are expecting that the numbers will be cooling off. Around 8% is something that is expected. So this could fuel in that Fed might not go for an aggressive rate hike of 75 bips that we have seen in the past policy meet, but rather go for a 50 bips rate hike, because still even at 8%, it is quite above the benchmark of 2%. So not 25, but at least 50 bips is something we are expecting. So this could lead, if the inflation comes on the cooler side, this could lead the dollar index to cool off from the highs, which has already started from after we have seen the highs of 110.17. So it could test around 107, 106 in the coming few weeks. So that is what the dollar index, I think, will do. I think it will peak at around 111, 112, to looking at all the current base factors. So unless food inflation drives the inflation up, then that is a different scenario. But otherwise, since the inflation is cooling off, the labor market, everything is doing well. I think dollar index should not go beyond 111, 112 maximum on the upside. It should rather cool off towards 107, 106 levels.
Right. And how are you seeing the rupee to react to it?
The rupee has already appreciated, this week, continuing its momentum from the previous week. For the Indian rupee, I think if you look at the inflation print, it has come on the higher side, 7%. So this will trigger the RBI towards again an aggressive rate hike, or some tapering of the liquidity, or some aggressive stand that the RBI can come up with. Take into consideration that inflation in the US is cooling off, so there Fed will soften the pace. And here, since the inflation has again reached, has accelerated at 7%, this could, trigger aggressive stand. So I think this is something that is getting reflected, the overall mitigation of the effect, that there could be a rate hike that could happen. And this is getting reflected into the Indian rupee in today's session as well. So I think the broader perspective that you can prepare on the Indian rupee is it will maintain a wide range of 80.15, 80.15 to 78.74 in the coming sessions. Right now, we are anticipating on a shorter term that it will test 79 and 78.75. But again, taking into consideration the interest rate differential, because of course US being safe haven, if the interest rate rises there at around 6%, that would be a much better, safer bet for the FII inflows to invest the money there. So somewhere down the line, if the interest rate goes like 6% in US, then the FII inflows could get affected for the Indian economy, and then we can see it decelerating. Right now, I think it should appreciate towards 79 levels, because of course the RBI is doing quite a tremendous job in controlling the depreciation of the Indian rupee and safeguarding the 80 levels. So around 80, 15, that will be the best level to short, because they are defending it like anything, pouring around $21 billion from the forex towards defending that level conveys their perspective of how aggressive central bank is acting as far as defending the Indian rupee goes. So I think it should appreciate towards 79, 78, 74. That is the maximum downside that I'm seeing right now.
Right. So what are the strategies that you would recommend, Ria?
The strategies that you can go forward with is going short into the USDINR. It has already given a bearish leg in today's session. So look for a breakout of 79.10. It reversed its leg from 79.12. So look out for a breakdown of 79.10 for a target of 78.80, 78.74. keep a SL at 79.33. The next strategy that you can go forward is going long into the Euro INR, because their ECBs also have started to aggressively rate hikes, and the statement is as such that they'll continue to do so. So hawkish stand coming from there. So you can go long into the Euro INR above the level of 80.80, keep a SL at 80.50 for a target of 81.25. So these are the two strategies that you can follow through in the coming trading sessions.
Right. Thank you, Ria. Thank you so much for joining us on the show and giving us your views and strategies. Thank you, participants, as well.
Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.